Hey all my warriors, happy Tuesday. As you can see, chopped it. It's still falling out in copious amounts. I have definitely hit DEFCON 4 and I have started to incorporate, I don't know, hair stimulating shampoo, whatever. We'll see if it works. But if this is the price to pay for hyperthermia, then I'll pay it gladly. I mean, it's hair. So it's been a couple weeks. I caught the preschool plague. It was pretty bad. It was really just a really bad cold, but considering that it came from the small human, it was the plague. The great news about it is that it did not do me in. I was not bedridden. I mean, it definitely for a good 5 days slowed my pace down, where if I did a full mommy mode day, the next day I had to take it easy. There's a good 5 days where dinner was, I don't care, just eat it wherever you want, kind of a deal, which of course the two older ones were like, yes. Dinner's a big deal in this house. We sit down, there's no technology, so to have a break, I think the girls were like, yay. James, of course, was out of town, so I was flying this fort by myself. And everybody got where they were supposed to be and doing what they were supposed to be doing. And in the past, that would have been a Herculean event. And I probably would have canceled half of what we had going on. Which is another great thing that I'm noticing, is that I am actually able to say yes and then be able to actually follow through. Which many of you, that's not how the life of a Lyme warrior works. And for those of you that have a warrior in your world, if you love one or friends with one, know one through your kid's school, you know, we want to participate. We say we're going to participate. And then the body just typically 97% of the time just craps out on us and we have to cancel at the last minute. Please know that's not what we want. We want to be able to follow through on our commitments and our promises, and there are just some times when we can't. So that has been a humongous change for me. Got Mr. Carter's Lyme test back. Yep, I gave it to him, which I knew. I knew. So James has a diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis. I got bit in 2004. I became symptomatic right away. Lost my pregnancy. That whole summer felt like I had the flu. My feet hurt. Thank you, Bartonella. The gamut. James became symptomatic in 2005. Random joint swelling, pain, just exhaustion, you know, like he couldn't concentrate, his eyes hurt. So whereas all my lab work came back normal. We tested for lupus, Lyme, of course, RA, you name it, all the known autoimmunes. James's, his Lyme went straight autoimmune. So he has had this diagnosis now for 13 years. Thank you to Brendan at Lyme and Cancer Services. They are the company agency that helped coordinate things for Isabella and I. And in the conversation with James, you know, Brendan just flat out said, I have yet to meet the partner of a Lyme who has an autoimmune diagnosis that it isn't Lyme. So James went ahead and got his IGeneX done, and he actually will be, because his titers were what they are, because of the autoimmune diagnosis, he's the winner of the chicken dinner of the 2-week hyperthermia treatment instead of the 5-day partner. Sorry. All of the animals followed me into my room to do this video. So James will be departing, and he will begin his 2-week tour of the Clinic St. George starting December 3rd. So if any of you are going to be there during that time, he is very unlike me in that he is very quiet. And when he's sick, he sleeps a lot. So if someone could just check on him, make sure he's eating, you know, just say, Chris told me to come in. Chris told me to say hi. I know he's going to be fine, but he is wanting to fly solo, so he will be going by himself. And so there's a lot of work there about guilt. I mean, thank you, CDC, for telling us that it's not a sexually transmitted disease when, in fact, it is. And thank you, Italian Catholicism guilt, for just being you. So no, I am grappling with that because it is my fault. And it'll be interesting to see how his body heals. See if the chronic fatigue goes away. Let's see if the joint pain, if he can get off the methotrexate, you know, all that good stuff. So yesterday I posted a video where yesterday was my refill day, and I have not gone to pick it up because I have gone from 2.5 days left over at the end of the month to 4. So I'm really excited about that because I'm doing more, I'm functioning better, I'm able to take people where they need to go, I can participate in school activities, like today we had a field trip with the small human, just things that would have been very difficult where I would have had to severely medicate myself for, and I'm no longer having to do that. I think last night I took meds right before I went to bed, and it's just because I always wake up in the middle of the night with the withdrawal symptoms of the tramadol if I don't take it. So every day it's getting better. I'm getting stronger. I'm still detoxing, you know, doing the sauna, drinking the bone broth. I actually, at the farmer's market this coming weekend, I'm going to have a chit chat with the bison individual and move from the chicken bone broth to bison. We'll see how that goes. I'm noticing for myself that since treatment, I am having joint swelling after I eat red meat. So I need to test it, really get some grass-fed clean beef, and I will do that also at the farmer's market here in Boulder this coming weekend and see. We're gearing up for Halloween. We have Rocky Horror Picture Show this Thursday, which I'm so excited about because I know I'll actually be able to go, won't feel like crap, be able to dress up and do the time warp dance. I'm taking the girls, and we're going with a whole bunch of friends. And then my parents fly in, and we have the Fast and Furious week of Halloween and the Boy Wonder's 5th birthday. I can't believe he's turning 5. And he's doing great. We're still doing research and still trying to figure out how we're going to go about getting him some help with regards to the Lyme. Isabella continues to soar. She hunkers down one day on the weekend, but all of her classes are advanced, so she's able to actually keep up the work. She's, you know, busting her butt being a social 14-year-old and doing all those things, and, you know, haunted houses, and sorry for the caller. All the great things that being in high school is all about. And so it's been really exciting to see her have the energy, to hear her talk about her friends, and singing through the house and all that great stuff that, you know, normally she'd come home and just go lay down, and you'd ask her how her day was, and she'd say fine, and, you know, stuff that you would expect from the 17-year-old, not, you know, a 12, 13-year-old. So it's been really nice to see her transition. It's nice to hear her laugh again. I guess we were both so sick that I didn't realize that we had lost it. So it's really nice to get that back. So, some questions I've been fielding. Yes, going to the clinic is 100% worth it. Begging, borrowing, stealing, GoFunding, you caring, whatever platform it is that you need to do to raise the money, For me and my family, 100%, it has been worth every penny, every inconvenience, every challenge, everything that could detour you. Hurdle it, move it, go around it, go under it, do whatever it is that you have to do. Because I honestly feel that without the St. George Clinic, there would be no light. No, that's not true. Because we work really hard at making our light and finding the light as a family. I mean, that's just part of who we are as a collective. But to know that there is health and wellness, that was not in our future. That was not in the picture for any of us. And just to know that not only is it, but we're on that road and we're moving forward. It's the greatest blessing. It's the greatest gift that any of us could have ever been given. Bella can have kids if she decides to. She can go to college if she decides to. She can travel the world and won't have to worry about, oh my God, am I not going to be able to get up tomorrow? You know, am I not going to be able to go backpacking, or whatever it is that she decides to do. It's now, all of those concerns are gone. It's powerful. It's powerful to have health. Health is something that the healthy don't understand what they have. And just like all of us Lyme warriors say, you don't get Lyme until you get it. And so I do these videos to help people and to educate them about the clinic and just about what I'm doing. And now Tucker's hawking up along. Lord have mercy. So if you can get your behind to Germany, do it without hesitation. We're still working on gut health. Clearly, we're still fighting, some of the other co-infections. And the new challenge will be parasites. Dear Lord, the more I read, the more it scares the living F out of me. Holy crap, have you guys seen some of those photos? Jesus. And, of course, Dr. Dowis' daughter, the dermatologist, she did all the dark screen, and she flat out, did an arrow on my blood work, and she was like, you see this? She's like, you have parasites. Which I've known, but those pictures scare the shit out of me. What's coming out of people? And so I know I need to do it. So that'll be the next one. Yay, Katie. More backdoor. Just like it never ends. That's not true. There is an end, and it's coming. So to all of you warriors, please keep your questions coming. I will be doing a video in the next few days just about all the emotional stuff, all the stuff that you don't realize was happening until you're better, until you can think clearer, until you can plan better, until you can notice you had behaviors and habits and how they were not healthy and they weren't kind, and basically you're an asshole and it's not really your fault because you're sick, and everyone kind of slips into this pattern of behavior. And I'm lucky enough to where I have someone who loves me enough to have the hard conversations, to call me out. And not just James, but Bella too. And I was sick for a long time and thought I was handling it really well. That's not so much. So we'll talk about that, especially for the loved ones of Lymies, and how we really don't know what we're doing. But that yet the conversation needs to happen. I now completely 100% understand how marriages fall apart, families fall apart. It's, you take your vows for better or worse in sickness and in health, and you never, ever in your wildest dreams think that it can get this bad. You know, people are sort of like, well, at least it's not cancer. Cancer has an answer. It's not always the answer that you want, but there's a clear path. There is no path for Lyme. We are creating the path. We are creating the treatments and the protocols and what work and what doesn't. There is no method to this madness of Lyme. And so when someone says at least it's not cancer, I say I wish it was. I wish it was that easy. So we'll chat a little bit about that. And we do need to own our stuff. Just for those of you that are in a Lymie's life, you have to be careful about when you choose those moments to enlighten us as to what an a-hole we're being. Be kind. So to all of you, mwah, love and light, health and wellness, always, always. 2 more steps, okay? It's still the same as it was before. When I don't feel well, when I'm hurting and my legs are tight, I go walk and I get some fresh air and I get the sun on my face and I feel better. So I'm still abiding by the 2 more steps, okay? All right, you guys, I will chat with you soon. I wish you a beautiful fall week. Get some air. Chat with you soon.